What's popping to YouTube? This is your boy Therese, and I just got done watching The Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Season 2, Episode 1. And so far, I actually like how all the girls came in with an open mind. Pretty much, girls give what, a lot of them are giving on their regular old season from the Housewives. You have Phaedra Parks and Eva from The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Tamra Judge and Vicky Gunnarsson from The Real Housewives of Orange County, Dorinda from The Real Housewives of New York City, Brandy and Taylor from The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So far, all the girls are fun. Vicky is just giving what Vicky gives, the entitled queen of the Housewives franchise. But she's, hilariously funny only because we know that she's going through something and it's being pushed out in a different way. I love the relationship that Phaedra and Eva Marcel has together. It's really cute, and I think it will be a nice breath of fresh air to see with all the ladies come together and see what everyone's contribution would be, especially with Eva and Phaedra. As the show goes on in the beginning, you kind of see a lot of the other ladies are a little apprehensive about Brandy being there and how she's going to be, because they have witnessed not the best behavior from her, and apparently in the past Tamara and her had a bad scuffle together, but they managed to be able to throw it out the window for the sake of them all being on the trip and trying to actually genuinely get along, which I was actually happy to see. There was a very funny moment in which the ladies were kind of poking fun at Dorinda for saying that she was told that she was just put on pause from the Housewives franchise, and the ladies were like, girl, we are, and we're fired, we accept it, we're living in our truth. Girl, you in denial. Wake up and smell the roses. Put on pause. Is it gonna be on a replay? I thought it was really funny. Brandy pulls Taylor to the side at some point and tried to address certain issues that she had, but it goes totally left because Brandy is only focused on her experience in regards of when she was on the TV show of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills when she first joined on, and using someone else's experience and pain to claim as her own worst experience ever. It's easy to just first see that Taylor was offended, insulted, and put on the defense by Brandy. Regardless of whatever the circumstance was that Taylor had went through, facts were she was an abused victim. And first of all, when I saw that a lot of the ladies outed that information during the Beverly Hills run, if I were Taylor, I would have jumped across the table regardless of the cameras recording, because that was just a lot to put out there for someone that was going through that. But now to have it being regurgitated by Brandy and still being inconsiderate time after time, clearly with this situation, it just rubbed me the wrong way. And Brandy was very inconsiderate, insensitive, and oblivious to a lot of the things that she just says and not really thinking about what she say. I think my biggest lesson that I would push, like I usually say to anyone, seek to understand before trying to make someone understand, which ultimately was what Taylor was trying to say to Brandy over the table. Ma'am, you never once asked questions at all so you could understand what was going on. You just made assumptions. And one thing I definitely always say, one who makes an assumptions makes an ass out of themselves, which is ultimately what Brandy is doing. I'm not exactly sure if it was the wine or liquor, whatever they were drinking, but eventually it went to Brandy kind of cursing the ladies off at the table, and it went left. So I cannot wait to see what happens on on episode 2. Few questions that I would have for you guys is, What do you guys think about Phaedra being on the show? Me alone, I'm excited about seeing her come back in any capacity on TV. So am I about Vicky and Tamara. They are like my favorites on the show. Do you guys think that alcohol is playing a huge part in why Brandy's conversation across this table randomly for no reason after she already just had a huge part of her whole conversation going wrong? Do you guys think that the other ladies are going to warm up to Brandy? Furthermore, after this episode, I honestly cannot wait to watch. But anywho, please like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts in regards of what do you think so far of the show if you have not seen beyond episode 1, which is where I'm at. And shortly, I am about to jump right into episode 2. So, see you guys next episode. Adios.